Hello. So let's talk a second about limiting beliefs that are holding back your career. Because this past week, my team and I have talked to a number of wonderful professionals, huge career aspirations, incredible potential, who will never ever get themselves unstuck from where they are right now into where they want to go, just because they love to hang on to their limiting beliefs. So I know that this sounds weird. Nobody thinks that they want to have limiting beliefs, but the definition of a limiting belief is that it's limiting, and if it was easy to just get rid of it, well, you would get rid of it and get to where you want to go. But the whole point is that it's really difficult to let go of these beliefs for, a number of different reasons, but essentially they're comfortable beliefs to have. They keep you safe, they keep you from taking action. So something I see a lot is, people will say, I'm not happy with where I am right now in my career. I don't have the boss I want, or I don't have the work environment I want, or I don't have the paycheck I want, or my work is really boring and it's killing my soul. But they always have a but. There's always a, I can't do something more because, and then they'll have some kind of a limiting belief, whether it's in my sector, this is just how it is, or I'm a woman and so it's just difficult for women and we don't make it in this sector, etc., etc., or this is just what the pay is in my sector, I can't expect more than that, or there's so many other things that people have, right? And the crazy thing is that they latch on to the limiting belief. Like, they love to have it. And you can try to give them examples. You can show them, hey, absolutely it's difficult to be a woman in that sector, but I have this example or that example of someone else who did it. If they can do it, you can do it too. And they will refuse to believe that they can do it. Why? Because the truth of the matter is, it doesn't sound very nice to say, but the truth of the matter is it keeps you safe, right? If you can have this kind of cynicism, you don't have to do anything, because you just say, well, it's easy for that person, but for me, it's different, or for me, I just have to keep doing what I'm doing and hope for the best, and there's no better way. So you always want to, anytime and I've seen in my own life, of course, I have the same cynicisms as anyone else does, and my brain also plays these tricks on me where it'll be like, oh no, for you it's not possible, or that's too big of a goal, Dahlia, you can't go there, etc. And so every single time that happens, I have to look at it and just break through that limiting belief and go, okay, but what if anything was possible? And this is a world of potentiality. This is a world where crazy things happen, right? And if crazy bad things can happen, remember, crazy good things can happen as well. And so, you need to look at the world and go, this is a world where anything can possible. We have planes flying in the sky, taking us across the globe. We can learn any kind of language that we want to learn just by using Google Translate, and we can Google any answer we want these days, and we can send these emails that get our message across to people in microseconds. So in a world where all these things are possible, isn't it possible that I could achieve this, little goal that I have for myself, to get that promotion, or to switch sectors, or to do whatever it is that I want to do, right? Like, usually, yes, of course it's possible. You're just worried that it might not be probable for you. You're just worried that, it's not going to happen for you, so you'd rather not even try. You'd rather not even set it as a goal, because it seems like you're going to fail if you don't make it. And then, of course you're going to fail, right? If you decide that you're going to be cynical about it, and you decide that there are reasons why you're not going to make it, then of course you're not going to make it. Forget even about dreaming about this goal. Like, just accept that you're going to live a mediocre, average life. The average person does not enjoy their work. The average person goes to work, pays their bills until the day that they, if they're lucky, they get to retire, and then that's it. The life is over. So if you don't want to end up like that, if you want to be one of these people who have a career that you actually are excited about, where you're proud of the work that you're doing, where you're also earning, at the top level kind of salaries of people in the world, then you're gonna have to do things probably a bit differently from the average person, and you're not going to be able to make excuses for yourself. You're going to have to be one of those people who goes, yes, a few people achieve this, but I am one of the few, and you need to believe that you're one of the few, and you need to make it happen. And as soon, what I see time and time again is as soon as you just decide that you're going to be one of the few, then guess what happens? Then things start to unravel for you in a good way, and those opportunities kind of emerge. And actually, one of my clients was just telling me that she was all excited about the things she learned in the program because it's been opening so many doors for her, and she was trying to help some students she was talking to, help them with their careers with all the things that she learned in the 8-week program that I teach. And help them to get the jobs that they want after they graduate. And she was kind of shocked because she was trying to help them and she was excited to help them, but so many of these students were so cynical, and they haven't even started their careers and they're already going, well, that's because you're privileged, that's why you're able to get these opportunities, and for us it's different. And they didn't even want to hear her advice and have her help to get to where they want to go in their careers. Even though she's in a great position, she would have been able to help them a lot. So she was kind of shocked by this, and she was telling me about it, and I said, well, I'm not shocked, because I talk to people all the time who want more for themselves but don't want it enough to have to let go of their limiting belief. At the end of the day, they care more about keeping their resistance, keeping that limiting belief, keeping that excuse that they have, than actually getting to their goal. And that's a really, really sad thing, but this is the way human beings operate. It's only the human beings who give themselves permission to go for things that get those things. So it's just such a great habit to get into, because nobody likes to think they have limiting beliefs. It's easy for me to say, oh, I'm here talking about career coaching and everything. I have no limiting beliefs. I'm perfect. No, I have them too, right? We all have them. And so the best habit is not to think that you have no limiting beliefs, but rather to every single time you feel yourself limiting yourself, whether it's saying something like, oh, I can't afford that, or oh, it's different for me, or oh, it's hard for me, or it's always so difficult for me every time I try to do this. Instead of saying things like that, going back and crossing it out and saying, I haven't managed to do this yet, but it's in progress, right? And always shifting things towards the possibility, and remembering that we're in a world where anything is possible, and where you get to decide what it is that you're going to do with your life and with your career. So let me know below, you guys, what limiting beliefs have you overcome already in the past, and I'll talk to you all the next